Good morning, dear students. So today we are going to discuss about the differential coefficient. That is, once again, just you see what I am going to talk. Suppose this is the graph of a function, say y equal to, that is f of x. Okay. Then, if we talk about the rate of change of y with respect to x, what do you understand? That means when x will change from, suppose this is x naught and this is suppose x naught plus delta x, there is a change in x, that is delta x, no? So then at that time, what is the change in y? That is this much, so that is suppose delta y. Okay, so when we say what is delta x, we understand that increment in x, but what we mean by delta y, we mean that increment in y, that is actually how it is calculated, f of x plus delta x, okay, or x naught plus delta x plus minus f of x naught. You can simply say x also. So you see delta y is this one. Now dear students, what was the definition of differential coefficient? Suppose delta y by delta x, when we take their ratio, that will be like this, f of x plus x naught plus delta x minus f of x naught, that is change in y divided by change in x. If now we take the limit of this ratio, limit means when we reduce this value of this x naught, suppose it is actually this increment is very minute, means very less, you can say it is close to 0, when this point will come very close to this x naught. So when this point will approach to x naught, from, if it is in the right hand side, from right hand side it is coming towards x naught, or if it is in the left hand side, it is coming from left hand side to x naught. That time the change in y, we write like this, limit when delta x tends to 0, means almost delta x is equal to 0, then the delta y by delta x ratio is equal to, we write this say that when limit delta x tends to 0, that f of x naught plus delta x minus f of x naught divided by delta x. Okay, so this change, actually here this part, what I am saying, this part, that limit delta x tends to 0, limit delta x tends to 0 with this delta x, no, it represents what? Limit delta x tends to 0, meaning this delta x, the denominator is very close to 0, means very close to this point x naught. That time the ratio between this delta y and delta x will be called a differential of y with respect to x, that is written as this limit delta x tends to 0 by 0, which this delta x, this whole thing will be written by like this, written as dx, okay, and this delta y will be written as dy. But you should not think that delta y is actually equal to dy, not that one, it is just differential. But in this case dx is equal to delta x, so that is equal to this whole thing, we can also write as f dash x, means differential of the function f, derivative of the function f with respect to x. So dear students, what you got here, dy by dx, that is equal to f dash x. In this case this dx actually exactly equal to delta x, but this dy is not exactly equal to delta y, it is not, it is just approximately equal to delta y. Are you understanding, dear students? So we cannot say exactly that dy is exactly equal to delta y, we'll have to say it is approximately equal to delta y, because as I told you here, dy by dx, in this case this dx we got from this part, limit delta x tends to 0, when delta x is here, with this delta x and delta x tends to 0 together, it is terms as dx, and dx is exactly equal to delta x. That means how much increment is there in x, that is termed as delta x or dx. But since dy is dependent on x only, if dx is there, then the ratio between dy and dx will be called derivative of the function. So this dy is dependent on the change in x. So we can't directly say the change in y is exactly equal to dy, because dy represents rate of change of y, and delta y represents what? The increment of y. When x is increased, then what is the increment in y? That is delta y. So delta y is not exactly equal to dy, but approximately it is equal to dy. Okay, dear students. So now if you have understood this, that dy by dx is equal to f dash x. So approximate increment in y, if you want to know, you can calculate from this formula. Means dy equal to, means approximate increment in this what called y can be also found out this way. You find out the derivative of the function and multiply it by the change in x, that is dx. Dx is exactly equal to delta x. It can also be termed as delta x. So it is f dash x into delta x. So this is dy, and this dy only we can say approximately delta y, but approximate value it is equal to f dash x into delta x. So whenever we need the approximate increment in y, then we can follow this formula. Okay, dear students, it will be very clear with one example. Just you see. Suppose this is a table of values of x and y. Here I am putting the values of x, and here I am putting the values of y. Y is dependent on x. So x is suppose taking 36. Okay, and y will be obtained by taking the square root of x. Suppose no, y is the square root of x. So it will be, that means in this case we will get square root of 36. That is equal to 6. Now suppose x is increased up to 36.6, means there is an increment of 0.6 in the values of x. Then how much will be the, what will be the value of this y? That is 36.6. What is the value of this? So that is what we are looking for. So when there is an increment in x by 0.6, then what is the increment in y? Approximate increment in y. Okay, dear students, we are trying to find that value only. Okay, dear students, just you see how to calculate it. Suppose this is the question. Use differential. I am taking example number 21. Just you see. Use differential to approximate under root 36.6. Okay. So dear students, we can take the function y as under root x. So let us take x is equal to, which is very close to this number, whose square root you can obtain easily, the square root of x. So let us take 36. Then y is equal to under root x, that is under root 36, will give us 6. Now if we take the differential of this, y is equal to under root x, then dy by dx will get, that is 1 by 2 under root x. So now from here what you can say, dy is equal to 1 by 2 under root x into dx. Okay, so now I think with an increment of delta x, that means if x is changed into x plus delta x, I mean to say that it is 36.6, means some increment is given to the value of x, that is 36 to us, now it is 36.6. Then what is the increment in x that you got? 36.6 minus 36, that is equal to delta x. So delta x is equal to 0.6, because it is 36, and then delta x will be 0.6. Now dear students, you see, as I told you before, that dx is equal to delta x. So here what we can put? 0.6 also. So it will be 1 by 2 times of under root x into 0.6. Okay, can be written as 1 by 2 times of x, under root x. What is that under root x? That is equal to 6. It has 36 because x is 36, so it will be equal to 6 only. 1 by 2 into 6 into 0.6, which will give us 0.1 by 2, that is equal to 0.05. So what we got, dy is equal to 0.05. As I told you, dy is approximately equal to delta y, so it is 0.05. Now dear students, you think about the value of under root 36.6, how it can be expressed. So as you know, 36.6 and minus 6 is equal to 36. So that is increment in y. See dear students, this word very carefully. Just you see what I said, that delta y is equal to actually increment in y, that is equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x. Okay, now you see f of x plus delta x, what is its value? That is under root 36.6 minus f of x is equal to under root 36. So delta y is equal to under root 36.6 minus under root 36.6 minus 6, that is delta y. So from here what you can say, that delta y plus 6 is equal to under root 36.6. So when we need the value of under root 36.6, with this delta y we must add what? 6. Okay dear students. So now delta y we got what? 0.05 plus 6. Just in the previous calculation we got delta y is equal to, since dy is approximately equal to delta x, so delta y, that is equal to 0.05. So at the end we got the value of under root 36.6, that is as 6.05. Okay dear students, look at this question from exercise 6.4, question number, that is question number Roman number 1. Just look at this. It is asked, what is the value of square root of 25.3? So we can consider this way. Suppose y equal to under root x, again same type of expression is here. Let y be equal to under root x and say x is equal to suppose 25. Then suppose x plus delta x is 25.3. That is, there is an increment in x and that increment is 0.3. Therefore delta x is equal to 0.3. Now delta y is what? F of x plus delta x minus f of x. So what is f of x? F of x is this one, that y that we have considered, that is f of x. Okay, and f of x plus delta x is 25.3. So that is 25.3. f of x plus delta x means under root 25.3, because we are talking about f of x plus delta x. So minus f of x is under root x, that is under root 25, and delta y will be this one. Now see, delta y is equal to under root 25.3 minus 5. So from this what we get, that 5 plus delta y is equal to under root 25.3. Okay, so 1. So 5 plus under root 25.3 is equal to 5 plus delta y. Now dear students, we pause for a moment here. To know the value of delta y, we need to go through this process. So number it is as 1 suppose. So now you take the given function y is equal to what? Under root x. Then what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is 1 by 2 under root x. No? So 1 by 2 into under root x. So then from here dy is equal to 1 by 2 under root x into dx. Now dear students, you tell me what is dx. Dx is nothing but this delta x. Okay, that is 0.3. So remember this, dx is equal to delta x. So in place of dx you can put that delta x. What is the value of under root x? Under root x is here. Under root x is equal to, because x is 25, so under root x means under root 25, that is equal to 5. So you will get here 5. So dy will be equal to, so dy will be equal to now 1 by 2 under root x into dx. So 1 by 2 into under root x is under root 25 into dx. Dx is 0.3. 0.3. So it will be equal to 1 by 2 into 5 into 0.3. That is equal to 3 by 2 5s are 10 into again 10. That is equal to 0.03. So that is dy. So therefore delta y is equal to 0.03. Delta y. Delta y is equal to 0.03. Now we are ready to write the value of what? Under root 25.3, which is equal to actually 5 plus delta y. So that is equal to 5 plus 0.03, because delta y is 0.03. That is equal to 5.03. So this is the approximate value of under root 25.3. One more we will see.